Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and this is the fourth part on William Wordsworth based on previous year question paper. Today's first question is, which of the following statements on the prelude by Wordsworth are not true? And the options are: the prelude was published posthumously. B. In the poem, Wordsworth records his development as a poet. C. The poem runs to 14 books at crucial stages. The poet celebrates the sublime natural scenery in developing his spiritual, moral, and imaginative nature. D. Poems like Michael, the Old Cumberland Beggar, She Dwelt Among the Untrodden Ways, Nutting, etc. are the highlights of this volume. And options are: A to D are true, A is not true, B is not true, only C is true. And the right answer is C. B is not true. This one is not true. क्योंकि ये पहले ही पब्लिश हो चुकी थी, ना कि ये प्रील्यूड की पोएम है. Next, which of the following statements about the lyrical ballads is not true? Options are: A. It carried only one ballad proper, which was Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. B. It also carried pastoral and other poems. C. It carried a preface which Wordsworth added in 1800. D. It also printed from Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard. And the question is asking not true. Then the option number D is the correct one. For nature, then the coarser pleasure of my boyish days and their glad animal movement, all gone by to me, was all in all. In these lines from Tintin Abbey Revisited, Wordsworth is talking about A. The second stage in his relationship with nature, B. The first stage in his relationship with nature, C. Both the first and the second stages in his relationship with nature, D. The third stage in his relationship with nature. And the right answer is he is talking about both the first and the second stages in his relationship. Option C. Next, William Wordsworth had a deep influence on Thomas Hardy. According to Hardy, a particular poem by Wordsworth was his best cure for despair. Which poem is best cure for despair for Hardy? Options are Michael, Tintin Abbey, The Idiot Boy, and The Leech Gatherer. And the answer is D. The Leech Gatherer is the best cure for despair for Hardy. Identify the sonnet upon sonnet by William Wordsworth. Sonnet upon sonnet options देख लीजिए. London 1802, The Word is Too Much with Us, Friend, I Know Not Which Way. The nuns fret not at their convent's narrow room. And the right answer is nuns fret not at their convent's narrow room is a sonnet upon sonnet written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth's statement of purpose in publishing the lyrical ballads carries the following phrase. Complete the phrase correctly. Read the phrase: to choose incidents from common life and to relate or describe them throughout as far as possible. Options: in a selection of language really used by men. B. In a relation to language really used by men. In a selection of language really used by common man. In difference to language actually used by men. तो यूज बाय men तो इन्होंने कहा ही था really used by men, लेकिन क्या in a selection of language is really used by men. So the answer is option E. The prelude, although begun as early as 1799 and finished in its first version in 1805, was not published until कब तक published नहीं हुई थी? 1815, 1820, 1830, 1850, and the right answer is 1850. In Wordsworth, the prelude, the boy of Venander is affected by which illness? Blindness, deafness, muteness, and lameness. And the right answer is muteness. 65 number question है. Which British university figures in William Wordsworth's Prelude? Durham, Glasgow, Cambridge, and Oxford. And he is the student of Cambridge, so the answer is C, Cambridge. जहाँ पे पढ़े थे वही इन्होंने इसमें भी लिखा है, प्रीलूड में भी. Wordsworth comes out of a mood of despondency in his poem Resolution and Independence by interacting with a boatman girl called Lucy, little cottage girl, and leech gatherer. And the right answer is option D, leech gatherer. Next, that poetry should portray the naked and native dignity of man was pronounced by Mr. Arnold, Shelley, Wordsworth, and Coleridge. And the right answer is option number C, the Wordsworth. Where exactly did Wordsworth first spy the 10,000 daffodils mentioned in his poem Daffodils? कहाँ पे इनका encounter हुआ था उसके साथ पहला? High on the hills and vales, on the Milky Way at night, beside the lake, beneath the trees, beside the trees, और poem mention है beside the lake, beneath the trees. Option C. When, according to Wordsworth, do the daffodils flash upon his inward eye? When he is in jocund company, when he is in a vacant and pensive mood, when he is on his wandering, when he is asleep and dreaming. And when he is vacant and pensive mood, daffodils flash upon in his inward eye. Next, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. What in Wordsworth's poem Daffodils flashes upon the inward eye? Option A, the stars that shine, the lonely clouds, the vales and hills, and the daffodils. And the right answer is daffodils. Poetry's emotions be collected in tranquility was said by A. Wordsworth, B. Coleridge, C. Shelley, D. Arnold. And the right answer is A. Wordsworth. Poetry sheds no tears, such as angels weep, but natural and human tears are lines by किसने लिखा है? Such as angels weep, but natural and human tears. Option A, Wordsworth, B. Shelley, C. Coleridge, and D. Keats. And the lines written by William Wordsworth, who became known as a Lakeland poet. William Wordsworth, George Herbert, William Blake, and George Bernard Shaw. And the right answer is William Wordsworth is the Lake poet. Robert Southey and S.T. Coleridge and विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ, ये तीनों ही लेक पोइट थे. तो अगर ऑप्शन में इन तीनों में से कुछ भी आता है तो वो सही है. विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ वाज born on 2nd of April 1770, 7th of April 1770, 10th of April 1770 और 14th of April 1770. So the right answer is option B, 7th April 1770. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding William Wordsworth's most famous poem, The Solitary Weeper? Options are A. It is a ballad in 4 stanzas. B. It was composed on 5th November 1805 and published in 1807 in his poetry collection Poems in 2 volumes. C. This poem is based on William Wordsworth's own experience. And D. It reflects Wordsworth's belief in the importance of the natural world, the power of memory, and the human mind. And the question is asking statement is incorrect. So the answer is C. This poem is based on William Wordsworth's own experience. Next, Wordsworth compares the stretch of daffodils in his poem Daffodils to options are the twinkling of stars in the Milky Way, flood of waves in the ocean, swarm of birds in the evening sky, stubborn leaves in autumn. तो आंसर है A, the twinkling of stars in the Milky Way. Wordsworth recollects the daffodils in summer evening, vacant and pensive mood, his old age, the company of others. And the right answer is a vacant and pensive mood. Option B is the right answer. Wordsworth has described various stages of his association with nature. In which stage did he hear the still sad music of humanity? In his world stage, the initial stage, the final stage, and all of these. So the right answer is option C, in his final stage. How many daffodils did the poet see at a glance? 10,000, 20,000, 10 only, and 10 only one. So the right answer is 10,000. Where did the poet see the daffodils? Option A, along the margin of a river, along the margin of a pond, along the margin of a bay, along the margin of the ocean. The right answer is along the margin of a bay is the right answer, because in the poem they stretch in never ending line along the margin of a bay is written by Wordsworth. और आज का वीडियो यहीं ख़त्म होता है। अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आ रहा है और बहुत सारे लोग जो नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं इस वक्त वो भी टीजीटी और पीजीटी की स्पेशली तैयारी करने के लिए तैयार हो जाएं। और इस वीडियो से अगर आपको हेल्प मिलती है तो बहुत अचीवमेंट होगी हमारे लिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।